And welcome back. News 5 is committed to following through on stories that matter to you, not just covering something when everyone's first talking about it.
We're looking forward to this. We keep checking in to bring you new developments. So as we end 2024, News 5 anchor Tessa DeTiro looks at some of the stories we stayed on top of throughout the year.
In January, investigator Tara Morgan showed you exclusive surveillance video from inside a convenience store repeatedly being hit by thieves. Owner Rakesh Patel, also known as Rocky, told us he was spending thousands of dollars just to protect his business.
As you see, these all blocked, so nobody can come and run away with it. That's what I did, and put these cases so they can't even push and knock it down.
After Tara's first report, Cleveland police took note, assigning targeted patrols to City Foods, which allowed officers to arrest a repeat offender. When we checked in March, his store hadn't had any more trouble. Meantime, Good Morning Cleveland anchor Mike Brookbank continued to share a story that resonated with so many of you. Mike met Karen Martin, who was exhausted caring for her mother with dementia full-time. Karen received help through the Jan and Joseph Castora Relief Program. After Mike's story aired, phones started ringing off the hook from others who needed help. As a result, $10,000 more was added to support the program.
What did I get myself into?
Also in January, I shared a story from Akron that went viral. 8,000 defunct e-scooters were sitting in massive piles outside a warehouse on Grant Street. They were headed to landfills before Summit E-Waste stepped in to refurbish them.
What is up with all these scooters? I'm Tessa DeTiro.
After my first story, people from all over the world started calling to get their hands on a scooter. In July, I went back to Akron to check in on the progress. The pile was dwindling, and owner Ben Baker expanded his business to keep up with the demand. In May, anchor Damon Maloney took us to Garfield Heights. The basketball court at St. John Lutheran Church needed TLC. No AC shut down the program in the summer. The floor had seen better days, and there was a lack of lights. But the teenagers kept coming back because of the bonds they built.
If you don't get to see them all the time, then you're going to be able to at least have fun with them at a place that everybody is welcome.
Just a few days after Damon's first story,
the mayor says it's all about giving youth another option.
He learned the city was stepping in with a new plan to repurpose outdoor tennis courts into basketball courts at the Demelac Recreation Center. Then in November, to cap off 6 months of reporting, more results. The Cuyahoga County City Council awarded the city of Garfield Heights more than $36,000 to install a new gym floor at the church. That work is set to begin soon.
And we're going to get this cemetery fixed up. It's great.
In July, Mike Holden continued more than a year of his work uncovering issues at Brookmere Cemetery.
We've returned to the Brookmere Cemetery.
After seeing our stories, city leaders in Old Brooklyn and Cleveland worked to overhaul and restore the overgrown space. In addition, Brookmore was added as the only Ohio stop on a national tour to clean up problem cemeteries. In August,
a plan to expand access to high-quality preschool for Cleveland families.
Anchor Katie Usen highlighted the impact of Pre-for-Cle and what it's doing in Northeast Ohio, a story Katie has been covering since 2017. That's when Katie met Kiana and her daughter Amaya. Pre-for-Cle helped Amaya enroll in quality pre-K. Now she's thriving as a 7th grader, and her little sister Avani is ready for kindergarten thanks to Pre-for-Cle. Katie continues to track the growth of the program.
We know that these programs are making a big difference. We're hearing that from kindergarten teachers in those classrooms saying, I can see who went to preschool, they are ready, they are excited to be in these classrooms, they're ready to learn.
In November, Catherine Ross brought us new developments in a story that first broke in 2022, a deadly crash that killed 2 young men. This time, Catherine shared a positive update. The inaugural Davion Flanagan Memorial Scholarship was awarded at the All-State Hairstyling and Barber College. The 19-year-old and his friend were killed when a woman intentionally crashed the vehicle they were in. Before his death, Davion had planned to attend Barber College. After his death, his family began raising money to help others pay for tuition. And finally, in December,
a plot of land surrounded by this fence.
Nadina Busada got some answers to a story she's been following for years. A place nicknamed The Pit sat vacant since 2019 after the demolition of the Lakewood Hospital. The Lakewood City Council just approved a package that would redevelop the site. The $115 million mixed-use project will include almost 300 apartments. 20% will be affordable housing, a parking garage, and retail space.
This is not a gated community. This is not a giveaway for some affluent corporation, but it's a way to get a quality development right in the heart of our downtown.
Tessa DiTiro, News 5.